walking along. I got a beautiful one right here. Guess I don't need to say beautiful, they're all beautiful. Got one right here. What is going on, guys? It has been a long off season for Morel mushrooms, but it is the 2025 season, and I just found the first one of the year. Pretty monumental thing here. Not a giant, but considering how early in the season it is, I'm pretty happy with it. So I broke the ice, got number one down. Stick around with me. We are on public land today in Missouri in the Ozarks, so if you want to see what else happens, stick around and let's do this thing. Well, it's been pretty slow, guys. That first spot I was in, I just found that one mushroom. We're pretty early season right now. It's the first week of April, so I think in that particular spot we're still just a little too cool yet, but I just wanted to show you these big, in Missouri we call them false morels. Show you kind of a size reference here. They're huge. A lot of people actually eat these, but I do not, because they have toxins in them that are supposedly not good for your liver if you don't get them cooked thoroughly, so I stay away from them. A lot of people cook them. I got 5 or 6 in this patch here. Hopefully that's an indicator that something cool is going to happen soon. One over there, one right here. That's the big one there. Well, it's too bad these red false morels aren't morels. I'm sure finding lots of those. Here's the second patch of the day of those guys. Another 5 or 6 of them. There's a couple over there, 1 or 2 over there that I saw, but I don't see them now. Still no morels yet. This spot sure looks good, but maybe it's too early here too. I'm gonna keep going and see what happens here. All right, guys, something cool finally happened here. Walking along, and I found the first good patch of 2025 here in Missouri in the Ozarks. Check this guy out. Early season, first week of April. That is a good one right there. So I've already seen 5 or 6 more maybe. So we'll kind of walk along here. Here's one I hadn't even seen yet right here. Good one there. There's a good one. Little guy, but fresh. There we go. Still picking. Let you guys see that. Get that picked. Put it in the pie. It's like a turkey pecked at this one or something. Oops, got a little stem with that one. I try not to do that. Good one. Still going here. I just saw 2 more fresh ones up ahead. We got this little guy here. That one's a little far gone, but frost must have got to it. 2 more right here. So these aren't giant ones, but like I said, it's early season. I'm just glad to be finding some. Good one here. Good one here. Oh, there's another one up here. Put these in the pie here. Coming up, coming up, coming up. Man, the more I look around, I just keep seeing them, guys. I love these kind of spots. All right, right here. Good one. There's another 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Get those picked real quick. Go. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There's more up there. I'm gonna take these and put them in my pile so I don't lose them. We got a real good one right here. Kind of a weird shaped one. I know I just saw more. Where'd they go? That's the thing. Sometimes if you don't pick them right away, you can lose them. Right there. Good pick, good pick. So for the moment, that's all that I see, but I mean, that was just one little quick glance, so it really surprised me if there wasn't more. I'm gonna leave the camera on for just a second. Take a look around here. Certainly I didn't get them all on the first pass. That's what I love about the Ozarks, guys. I'm picking these on this real steep hillside here, real rocky, and just not a place that you would think that they grow, but these hillsides can be super good early season because the sun kind of beats down on them. depending on which way they're facing. So do your research there, your spots for early season, and pick out the ones that get a lot of sunlight and heat in the early season. Here's another one here I just found while I was talking. Another two. There we go. There we go. Not giant ones, but for early season, I'll take it for the first hunt of the year. All right, let's count these up real quick, see how much I got on that patch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 17, 18. 18 on the first good patch of the day, which makes the daily total at 90. So this one, something I do, the frost kind of got to this one, so something I'll do is I'll just kind of crumble it up and I'll just spread it through this area, give something back, and hopefully those spores will take. And I'm gonna keep searching this area a little bit. I'm gonna shut the camera off, and if I find anything else cool, I will get back with you guys. As I said, I get back with you if I found another one. So here's another one that was hiding under the grass here, still in the same patch. Looks like I accidentally booted it. First patch of the season, and you get kind of excited and go jumping into things. Alrighty guys, I got that last patch picked out, best as I could tell. I'm walking along this really steep, rocky edge here, and I got another right here. Beautiful guy. I always cover my stems, as you've seen in my other videos. Right there. Seems to be a loner so far, but you never know. It's the only one I see right now, but you know how that goes. If you find one, there's sure to be more generally. Beautiful stuff I'm in here. This is the kind of stuff I look for. Yes, it's probably not every day you find a boat sitting on public land in the woods. Been here a long time. Looks like a 70s model if I had to guess. Here we go guys, it's been a minute since my last find, but walking along, I got a beautiful one right here. Guess I don't need to say beautiful, they're all beautiful. Got one right here. And one right here. That's all I see at the moment, a nice 3-pack. But you know how that goes, as I say, every time. You know how that goes. Oh, there we go, like I said. Even though we're early season here, these are good sized ones to pick. There's another one right over there. I mean, that's a good one there. Let's go get this one over here. There's another little one. There's another good one there. Another one over there. Oh, I love it, guys. I love it. I love it when you come up on one and start looking around and you just start seeing mushrooms. That is awesome. Here we go, right here. There he is. Another one right here about the same size. And I'll add that these are gray colored, but it's actually a common misconception that grays and yellows in Missouri are different kinds of mushrooms. They're actually the same kind of morel. It just kind of depends on the ground temperature and stuff like that, I believe, as to when they turn yellow. So if I were to leave these in the ground and come back in a week, as long as the weather really warmed up, these would probably be a lot bigger, obviously, and they would be yellow. So that is a misconception that a lot of people just don't know. It's not their fault, they just don't know. I didn't know at first. I used to think yellows and grays were two different things, but the fact of the matter is they're all the same. Now we do have different kinds in Missouri. Here's another one. We do have different kinds in Missouri. We have the half-free morel, these which are the common morel, I believe are the yellow morel, and then we have the black morel. The only ones I found today are these yellow morels. So just a little 2 bits that I've learned there. Oh, here's another one. Walking around talking to you guys, finding more right here. That's all I see for the moment, but let's see, I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got another 9 out of that. Way to go, man. I love it, love it, love it. Love April. Here's another one, there's 10. Gotta love it. I turned the camera off and looked over here, and wouldn't you know it, another solid mushroom right there. Still just panning out this area. This is the same patch right there. Let me show you how tricky these can be to find here. Sometimes I go through the patch at different angles. See this here? This leaf is kind of, all I saw was this little top sticking through. There's a mushroom under there. Sometimes you really gotta look for them. Good stuff, friends. Good stuff. Another little hider here. When you find these patches, just slow down, and I just start working circles around them. And just look down, come at it from different angles if you have to, especially when they're when the ground's cold like this and they're gray. Let me just point out to you guys the struggle this is sometimes getting these. Not that I'm complaining, but these all these plants around me are just covered in these nasty thorns, so I'm gonna have little pinholes all over my legs and all over my arms and stuff. But I mean, it's worth it so far anyways. Here we go, guys, a fresh patch. I came up to this, what I believe is a big maple tree, and maple trees are really good traditionally for me anyways. But anyways, probably one of the biggest ones of the day. It was broken, so it's not in terribly good shape, but awesome find there. Another one right here. And as we go along here, I didn't even see this one until I started talking to you. Another good one right there. And oh, here we go, talking to you guys, finding more as we go. There's another one there. Another big one right there. I love it, guys. I love it. All right, here we go. Good one here. Good one here. Cover your stems right here. Right over here, real big one. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Right here. And these are perfect size to pick. Not too big, not too little. Pretty as they get. I'm just on one side of the tree here, so I sure hope that it stays just like this all the way around this tree. Right here. Put these over in my pile. I'll do a count on this patch for you guys here in a minute after I finish walking this tree and get what I can find picked up. So the last patch I found was over in that group of trees right there, so I really didn't have to go extremely far. So pretty awesome when that happens, when the next patch is just up the way a bit. Here we go, talking again, and I found one. Classic looking morel right there. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm only seeing them on this side of the tree, which is interesting to me. Oh, I was wrong. Here we go. Nice little 2-pack. I say little, they're nice and big. These are definitely the biggest morels I found today. They got a nice patch of sunlight right here where they can just get big, so it's hard to beat that. When 3 of them take up your palm, that's a good find. All right, I've looked around this tree pretty good, and I'm pretty sure this is the last one in that patch. If not, nature gets to keep some, because I did a circle or 2 around it, and that's all I could find. So let's do a count on this patch. Guys, we went from having a extremely slow day to where I thought I was gonna get skunked almost, to we're getting some pretty significant numbers going now. So just keep walking, keep hiking. If you know the reports are good and you know people are finding them, they're out there. You just gotta put miles on your boots and just keep going. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. There's 13 in that patch. So another double-digit patch on the day. We're on again, guys. My favorite part about the Ozarks is that when you get into an area that really supports mushroom growth, you can just get onto one patch after another. That big tree that I just found that 13 or 14 around is right there. My next patch I'm already on. Hasn't been 5 minutes, so that's 3 patches in a matter of, I don't know, maybe 100 yards. So love hunting the Ozarks right here. Good one. They're so hard to see right now, the way they blend in with this gray color and the leaves. Here's another one. This one's looking a little rough, but maybe some water will perk him up. All right, so that line of patches was kind of drying up that I was bragging on. Right after that, it kind of dried up. So it's been probably 45 minutes to an hour since my last find. Got another little one here. It's the only one I see right now, but I really think the area I'm in is just getting started for the year. So I think if I revisit this spot in a week or so, I don't think I'll be disappointed. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's my buddy, the bald eagle. His nest is just below him. All right, guys, that was a day, a lot of hiking. I got 53 in total. So it's still early season. That's better than I expected to do today. I wasn't even sure if I was going to find any, but some of them are pretty good size. You can see there, that one's getting pretty close to being the size of my hand. Got some big ones in there. So we're just getting started here in Missouri, so I hope to have a lot more of these kind of videos coming your way. If you like this kind of stuff, like and subscribe to this video. And as always, thanks for watching.